Somewhere around here in this general video is a big message of I told you so. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at Polkadot, why it is a fantastic investment, and why everything just spiked all of a sudden today. We're going to go ahead and look into that. Before we do, we're going to look into this article and screw you with your free crypto newsletter. The only newsletter that you actually want is Crypto Quant. They do an amazing newsletter. I highly recommend you look into that in terms of the TA and everything else that you get from Crypto Quant. Fantastic. It's free. Go ahead and get that done. But here, Polkadot parachains are ready to launch. We have auction dates proposed as early as November 11th, 2021. So we could be seeing huge movements for Polkadot. Of course, we could be seeing huge movements, and we are. We saw similar movements to, there's a little hair on my microphone. We saw similar movements to Kusama when Kusama went through their parachain auctions, and we saw a huge success with Kusama. There were really no significant problems, and the parachains went without a hitch. So at this point, we are looking at the first batch of parachains coming on the 11th of November, and the second batch would basically start right before Christmas on December 23rd. And everything should finish March 9th, coincidentally, 2 days before my birthday. Now, nothing is set in stone just yet, so don't mark these days in your calendar. Everything can change. Polkadot has hit a record double-digit spike ahead of the oncoming parachain launch. So obviously, this news has driven this spike that we were seeing today. This all comes with the announcement that we should be getting parachains from November 11th. Again, dates are all tentative. So this proposal has now gone into a public referendum and is going to last up to 6 days. Now, again, I'm not trying to be an asshole here. I really am not. But I told you so. And the thing is, I said significantly for things like Polkadot. Polkadot has significantly underperformed to what it should be doing compared to what other smart contract blockchains are doing, including things like Cardano. I'm not in any way saying one token is better than the other, but you guys know that I'm a Polkadot bull, and a pretty big Polkadot bull. I even believe a little bit more in Polkadot, Moonriver, all these other substrate code bases, way more than something like Ethereum, in my opinion. Don't shoot me for it. Leave a dislike if you want to. But right now, Polkadot is sitting at $41.56. 62 cents. It is going through an incredible rise over the last couple of hours. If we take a look at the hourly chart, I mean, like, look at that. That's beautiful. Going up above to our $40 Polkadot. So these lines, again, we looked at these lines before. I basically set these lines out as price targets that we need to hit. So what is the next steps for Polkadot, right? We're looking at right now that $41 Polkadot, that line that we did mark. We did this video weeks ago talking about Polkadot. Next step is actually that $49 Polkadot, that $50 Polkadot. We are heading towards that point, and it's going to happen fairly quickly. I think Polkadot is going to really melt faces and blow minds in this market cycle. I truly believe in terms of the market cycle, people ask me all the time about what my price prediction is, and just to kind of prove my point, even go back to my other Polkadot video, I haven't moved any of these lines. Nothing has changed from my predictions. We are looking at roughly $150 Polkadot, give or take, by the end of this market cycle. So that's more aligned what I'm looking for Polkadot right now. Now, the ecosystem is really what drives me to Polkadot, to this project. We've talked a lot about the interoperable space in blockchain technology, making sure that there is no one winner and everything just communicates seamlessly with each other, which is exactly what Polkadot's trying to do. It's trying to create that interoperability in that environment for blockchain technology, allowing us to onboard the version 1 of blockchain into the new Web 3.0. And this truly is, because if you look at what the internet provided, it provided everything but financial services in terms of knowledge, in terms of quick speeds. Now we're at the point where we are literally getting the internet for finance. At this point, being able to talk to all these other services like Cardano, like Ethereum, and everything else, being able to operate with all these other services is going to be incredibly valuable, which is why Dr. Gavin Wood has that main focus for Polkadot. And again, I'm not only a Polkadot bull, I'm also a KSM bull. But if you look at here, Polkadot did do an 18.29%, 18.3% increase over the day, and KSM is only at an 8% increase. It has pumped because obviously Big Brother Polkadot is pumping, so KSM wants to pump along with it. But again, this most likely is coming in with the launch news of the Parachains, and also the fact that Polkadot was extremely low compared to where it should be. I even said for a while that I was even buying Polkadot around this zone, even when it was spiking up and going up, because I said anything under a $20 Polkadot is a steal, and here it is. We now have that $41 Polkadot, so if you were entering money all through there, you've doubled your investment by now. And again, I don't think this is slowing down in any way. I absolutely think that this pump is warranted. It's needed for Polkadot. And Polkadot is that blockchain that really fosters that innovation between multiple other systems. So I'm excited for where this is going to go. I'm also excited for the Parachains. It's very important that you guys keep close tabs, especially if you're Polkadot holders, onto these Parachains. The Parachains are going to be a massive deal. Now, make sure that you have the polkadot.js.org wallet open. Make sure you have a wallet set up. And then at that point, make sure that you're on the Polkadot network. If you're not, go ahead and click on Polkadot network and hit switch. Same thing that we did with KSM. If you select KSM switch over to the KSM network, you'll be brought to that KSM network. Now, it's okay if you don't have this all set up just yet. I'll be making a video at some point to kind of go over the basics of this. Now, once you're there, you'd go up to network and you select Parachains either on KSM or Polkadot. The reason why I'm showing you on KSM is simply because KSM already did their Parachains and we can take a look. So here are the Parachains that were available on KSM. Obviously, when we go to Polkadot, there's not going to be any Parachains. So if we go to Polkadot, click on Polkadot again, hit switch. We're switching from KSM to the Polkadot network now. And go to network and go to Parachains. And then once you're there, you have the list of the Parachains. So right now, we're still waiting. We're still waiting for this to be populated and to put in all the big ticket items here. We're going to have things like Moonbeam. We're going to have Akala. We're going to have tons of different projects that are going to come up here. Absolutely get your Polkadot ready. Get ready to delegate that into a Parachain auction. Get some rewards from it. This is the start of Polkadot's infrastructure being built out. And again, Polkadot is way ahead of other smart contract blockchains. In terms of like Cardano, for example, we already have dApps ready to be built. And a lot of them are already operating on substrate codebase because the codebase is a little bit more well known than, say, Cardano's. Again, I'm not comparing. This is not apples to apples here. This is definitely an apples to oranges thing. So one blockchain is not better than the other in this case. But it is important to know this if you have Polkadot in your portfolio, to be aware that this is happening. This is why the pump has happened. And most likely we are going to go on a pathway that is going to bring Polkadot to that $150 price by the end of the market cycle, if not a little bit sooner. So $150 for Polkadot to hit, you would have to think that Polkadot would have to be around, give or take, $160 billion. Not that far off from where it is right now at $43.5 billion. And yes, $43.5 billion is a lot of money, but it's not in the grand scheme of things when Bitcoin is almost 1.1 trillion. Ethereum is 416 billion. Binance Coin is 77 billion. And 70 billion is in Tether, 70 billion in Cardano. Polkadot is so down on that list and could go way, way higher, at least getting to the top 3. But you also have to take into account that most cryptocurrencies are going to increase in value over time, especially now that the bull market's kind of ramping back up. So all of these metrics are going to go up, which is going to bring Polkadot's up. So if we see Bitcoin sitting at 150K, if we see Cardano sitting at around $6, then we can easily see Polkadot at $150. And most likely that is a conservative estimate and most likely on the low end. We can even see upwards to $200 to $300 on Polkadot if the pump is big enough. And according to Ivan on Tech, you have to respect the pump. So respect that pump. Obviously, right now, I'm extremely happy to see this. We are in some uncharted territories for Polkadot, whether or not Polkadot is going to be able to get above that $50 mark, hit all-time highs, and then go into price discovery. It most likely is going to happen, but again, potentially not until the Parachains. And I also would like to err on the side of caution. Exactly what happened with Alonzo and Cardano. The pump happened over time before Alonso came out. So the same type of thing is going to happen here. Remember, people sell the news. People don't buy the news. So when the news is already happening, when the news is out, and when that launches up, the price is pretty much baked into whatever we're looking at. Point, just keep in mind, lock in your bets as soon as possible. And in terms of where KSM is going to go, KSM is dramatically down compared to where Polkadot is if you're looking at these charts. Now, it's hard to really say one is going to be the exact same as the other, but for the most part, what I've noticed is they do tend to trend. So we could even see more of a pump from KSM, people learning about Polkadot, people buying KSM because they realize, hey, KSM is really cool. KSM has a low token supply, and KSM has a huge amount of potential being the Wild West blockchain compared to Polkadot. But again, when you're looking at smart contract blockchains, I really don't think that Polkadot has many other competitors that really take the same approach that Polkadot takes in terms of including other blockchains. And we can even see that this pump is continuing right now. Like if we go down to say the 3-minute mark, you can see how much Polkadot just wants to keep going up. So I don't think that this is going to calm down anytime soon. And yeah, we could of course see a minor retracement, but I really think we're going to see some big candles at least until $50. And then by then could see a retracement, could see a normal flow up until we see a market peak. But that is it for me. Obviously, I'm a huge Polkadot bull and I'm really happy about this, and I hope you guys are too. And if you did like this content, go ahead and give me a like, subscribe to the channel for more crypto news and content. And of course, subscribe if you want to catch the Parachain auction stuff, because I absolutely will be loading up some stuff there. I'm going to come out with a full Polkadot tutorial, getting your wallet set up and everything start to finish. That way you guys can be prepared for when the Parachains go live and you'll already have your wallet. So that should happen by the end of next week. All right, everyone, as always, happy hodling.